What's up, guys? Welcome to another epic episode, J Philly Retro. Guys, thank you for joining me today. As you can see, we're outside this morning, bright and early, 8 o'clock in the morning on Saturday. I'm doing a yard sale this morning, guys. I'll show you guys what all's on the table in just a second. Check out that van right there. That's my neighbor's. Isn't that awesome? I love that van. So, guys, that's what we're doing today. Just going to do some yard sale selling. Hopefully, I'll give you updates along the way. Let's do some selling. So, guys, as you can see real quick, we got some DVDs. We got a bin full of plush here that people can buy. There's my video games that I have left after being cleaned out. We got these Nylent trucks here, some G.I. Joe vehicles, some board games. There's that Kenner Batman Batcave playset. Yeah, so just a bunch of stuff, guys. That spot right there that's empty, I still have 2 boxes up on the porch there that I need to bring down. So we're gonna do that. But yeah, I think it looks pretty good so far. I'm ready for somebody to come and make some purchases. All right, so it's half-hour checkpoint. It's 8:30. I had a couple more guys stop by looking for video games. Go figure. Seems like video games are the popular yard sale item so far today. But I had to tell them that, unfortunately, you know, a couple other guys cleaned me out before they got there. So I just have a couple things, what I showed you guys left, and they really weren't interested in my old Wii and Xbox games. So I haven't sold any other toys yet, unfortunately. But, you know, the day is still young. It's only 8:30. I'm going to be out here till like 2, I think. So, yeah, wish me luck. All right, so this was my wife's idea. Venmo and Cash App accepted. I put myself a little sign there. I didn't even think about that. It was a good idea. A little kid just came by and said, "Mommy, look, it's the devil." Looking at this cover of the Batman. And the lady said, "Come on, honey, we don't look at the devil."
5 minutes later.
All right, so Steven's out here with me. We're just relaxing. Haven't had a customer in a while. Steven's happy because he got some card things for his Pokemon cards, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, we still got more stuff to sell. I'm hoping some customers show up here pretty soon. Because I need some cash, man. I love cash.
Everybody loves cash.
I love it all. Anyway, yeah, I'll give you an update when something happens. So not only is this yard sale Saturday, but this is also Wrestlemania Saturday. Guys, night 1 of Wrestlemania is tonight. And I was just looking at this Matt Riddle autograph card. $5, by the way, in case it doesn't sell, if anybody wants it. It's a pretty good deal. Randy Orton's mystery opponent. I don't know if that match is night 1 or night 2. But how awesome would it be if it was Matt Riddle? I do know that he is in Las Vegas. I've seen some Instagram stuff from, like, they have this big wrestling convention going on. And he's there as part of the convention. How crazy would that be if Riddle was Randy Orton's mystery opponent? Again, I'm not sure if that match is tonight or the next night, but I guess you'll find out. We'll all know if you watch it. We'll find out probably before you see this video. But again, I just sitting here thinking, how awesome would that be? Best friends, best buddies, former tag team champions. What if Riddle answers the open challenge? That would be cool. Even my mailman was just looking at my stuff. He was like, "I'll be back by."
12 seconds later.
So guys, my mailman just came by and dropped off a package. This is a package full of 1980s vintage G.I. Joe comic books. So I think what we'll do is we're going to sit up here on the porch where I can keep an eye on my stuff down there. We're going to pull up a table and we're going to open this box. And we're going to maybe, just maybe, spice up this video a little bit. Now this table is kind of grody, so I'm going to have to be careful what I do with these comic books. But let me go ahead and bust this open and we'll take a look at this. Maybe this will spice this video up a little bit. Alright, I just sold a couple more plushes. But now we're going to open this up and take a look. Wow, man, they really packaged this up, man. I just had to fight with opening up the box, and now, oh, look at this. They got this taped like Fort Knox. Let me open it up. All right, guys, I finally got all the tape off of here, and it was taped up, man. Let me tell you, I don't mind though. I actually do appreciate when I buy something from people, or people send me, you know, gifts or whatever. When they package it really nicely and secure, I don't mind any of that at all, because I appreciate that they went the extra mile to make sure that this got here safely and not wrecked, you know. So this was actually a bundle that I found on Whatnot. The guy was selling these for like $2 a piece, so I grabbed a bunch of them. This is G.I. Joe #1 in a 4-issue series. The Order of Battle. Now I think I have 1 through 3 here, so I'm missing the 4th one still, but that was pretty cool. G.I. Joe, The Order of Battle. And this should be number 2. Yep, number 2 of the series. Look at that artwork, man. These comics are nice, too. They're in great condition. So there's Order of Battle number 2. Man, look at that. I remember opening up these comics. Maybe not this exact one, but when I was a kid, man, G.I. Joe comics were the thing to me. I didn't really read a lot of Marvel or DC or anything. Well, this is Marvel, but you know what I mean. But I always went for the G.I. Joe comics at the drugstores where I got my comics from. They used to have one of those old wire racks, you know, in the corner with the comic books. Number 3 of the series. So again, I think I got 1 through 3. I don't think he had number 4, so those should be the 3 there. That's awesome. Look at that artwork. Zartan, Destro, Baroness. Look at those. That's freaking awesome. Oh yeah, this was a really awesome one. I love this artwork right here. The Dreadnoks. That is super cool. I think I had this issue when I was a kid. And they're all nicely bagged and boarded and everything, man. Super nice. What's this one? Oh yeah, this is a common one, but I didn't have it in my collection. You see this one a lot, for some, you know, for whatever reason. Really cool cover though. I like the camo. Let's see. This is a nice one. Really cool. Look at that. 60 cents, man. Super cool. G.I. Joe, A Real American Hero. Man, like I said, I remember going to the drugstore, picking these up, and I would just sit in the drugstore while my mom and my neighbor, who were best friends, would go to antique stores. They'd give me $1 or $2, and I'd go down to the drugstore, and I would pick up the newest issue of G.I. Joe comic, and I would sit there in the window of the drugstore, and I would just look at the comic books. Maybe get myself a piece of candy or, you know, a soda or something, and just sit there and read comic books. But again, I wasn't really into like the DC superheroes or the Marvel superheroes back then as much as I am now. Like, I'm a huge Batman fan now, but back then I was more of like the cartoons that I watched. G.I. Joe, you know, Heathcliff, Transformers, those kind of comics were what caught my eye. So yeah, guys, this was my package from Whatnot. Again, I paid like $2 a piece for these. Guy was selling them for super cheap, and man, these are awesome. Super happy to have these.
One eternity later.
All right, well, got about an hour left of my advertised time, and man, I don't know. Believe it or not, guys, I really have not sold that much stuff today. I mean, look at all these like action figures that are still here, and vintage Mighty Max playsets, and you know, we got vintage Jurassic Park party sets, and Star Wars 12-inch figures, and He-Man, and I don't know. Got all these Imaginext stuff out here, board games. Like, none of my G.I. Joe figures. What the heck is going on? Even this thing hasn't sold. I can't believe that. Yeah, I mean, like, I got all this stuff out here, guys. But believe it or not, the thing I've sold most of today has been plush and video games. Craziness. All right, guys, well, it's officially closing time. Closing time. Do, 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 do. Whatever the freaking words to that song are. I still got all this stuff here. Yeah, well, unfortunately, I didn't have a $1,000 day today. I wasn't really expecting that, but a few hundred would have been nice. Now comes the part where you gotta pack it all back up and haul it all back inside. I hate that part. Guys, thanks for watching anyway. Hopefully you enjoyed, you know, what you could out of this video. Guys, thanks for watching. I'll check you out next time. Later.